What is going on, guys? This year's been a weird one so far. It's like I'm proud of myself. I got a year sober, but then I've been kind of bitting and bobbing in terms of work. Obviously, you guys have seen some parts of the year I was landscaping. I've been doing this thing called appointment setting. To be honest, I haven't really made much money at all this year. And I've been stressed out because with making minimal money, I've obviously got bills. With trying to be an entrepreneur, I've had loads of bills and I haven't made much. And that's the risk that I took at the beginning of the year, but it's been stressful. So what I've been doing recently, funnily enough, is applying for jobs again. I'm going to get a job, whether it's part-time or full-time, and work on all this entrepreneurship in the background. Obviously, it's not an entrepreneur if you've got a job, but working on my own basic side hustles in the background rather than stressing about bills and thinking, oh, am I going to have enough money for bills this month? I'd much rather now have less stress and be working on side hustles in the background. So that's what I'm doing. Is it something I wanted to do? No, but I had to get realistic with myself and understand that, look, things aren't going to come quick, things aren't going to come easy, and in the meantime, I need a stable income. Sometimes you have to take 2 steps back to take 10 steps forward in life. And if that means getting a job for the next 6 months to a year whilst I'm building everything in the background in terms of my Instagram, my personal brand, my business on there, my coaching, then that's what's going to have to be done. Don't ever let your ego get in the way to the point where you just stuck. You want to be an entrepreneur, but you don't want to go back to a job because you quit your job and you feel like it's a step back. In one case, yes, of course, it is a bit of a step back. But in another case, like for myself, you're going to be able to cover your bills. You're not going to be stressed about all the external things whilst you're trying to build your business as well. That's what I'm doing right now. Applying for jobs. Been doing that today. Been doing that last night. And yeah, it's Friday night. One thing I can say is I'm pretty much a year sober, and that's one win I've got this year. If there's nothing else that I've won this year, I've got the year sobriety under my belt, and there's nothing to be more proud of than that. As quite a few people remind me, I've said to people, oh, I feel like I've got nowhere this year, and they're like, you're nothing like the person who started this year. You're nothing like the person who was there on the 31st of October walking into his first AA meeting, or it would have been probably the 1st of November. 31st of October was the last time I had a drink, and I'll probably do a reasonably long video on that on the 31st, but yeah, I have to remind myself how far I've come and not be focused on the outcome too much. I feel like this year I've just been so focused on the outcome and not getting anywhere that I forgot that I didn't get this tattoo for no reason, this TMC tattoo. I got that because the marathon continues. It's not a race, it's a marathon. Doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you make. It doesn't matter how many failures you have. As long as you keep pushing, jogging, rather than sprinting, you'll eventually get there. And you will too. Appreciate you all, guys. See you in tomorrow's video. Peace.